I'm Seth Kaye from Seth Kaye Photography in Chicopee, Massachusetts, and here are some tips for black and white photography. While black and white photography has traditionally been done with film, we're going to concern ourselves today with digital black and white photography, and for that you'll need a digital camera and some software. Very often the software you need will come with your computer, but if you want a more professional look, you might want to step up and purchase Photoshop, Aperture, or Lightroom. These tools will allow you to finesse the image in a way that some of the software that ships with your computer might not be able to. There's a lot of fine detail that you can have over the shadows, the highlights, and the contrast of the image. Those professional programs will allow you to finesse the image, the shadows, the highlights, the contrast, to a much higher degree than some of the software that shipped with your computer. When you're processing an image on your computer with the intent of turning it into a black and white photograph, you might want to pay particular attention to the shadows and the highlights. It's very easy to go too far at first, removing detail from the highlights and blocking up detail in the shadows, as well as making it a little too contrasty. You might want to play around a little bit with the different sliders and the different tools to get the exact type of black and white that you're looking for, something that looks good to you. If you're going to print your black and white photograph, it's best to go to a professional lab, as they have the tools to properly render the shadows and the highlights. Many commercial labs do a fine job with color photos, but black and whites take a little special experience to get them to come out properly. You might want to look into a more professional lab to have that done. If you're printing your black and white photograph at home, on your inkjet printer for example, you might want to experiment with the different settings to get just the look you're looking for. Some printers are better than others, so if the printer you have doesn't work quite as well as you'd hoped, try bringing it to a friend's house and see how their printer works.